Hey guys, it's Matt the Woodshed Barber, and today we're going to talk about possibly the best clipper for under $100. So guys, this is definitely a different kind of review. This is us stretching ourselves out there, getting outside the big companies and kind of seeing what they've got to offer when it comes to not just budget, but budget and reliability and quality. And so with that, let's talk about the TPOB, or the Pissed Off Barber Phantom. I'm kind of stunned I've not done a review on this clipper yet, but my favorite fading clipper right now is the Gamma X Ergo. I love it. It's the way it feels in the hand, the way it's ergonomical. It just feels so good whenever you're getting in those crevices and fading. And that paired with the vapor blade is just, I mean, whenever it comes to getting out a bald line, whatever I need to do, that's my go-to clipper for that. Now, that was my first experience with the Ergo style of clipper. I never had the original. And I was contemplating on getting the original because I know that it's supposed to have a slightly less impressive motor. It doesn't go through as much bulk, which might be a little bit more forgiving when it comes to certain hair types. So I was thinking about getting the regular Ergo. And as I was scrolling through Amazon, I came across the TPOB Phantom. Now, I usually don't show you the box, but I'm going to show you the box first. This is the box. The reason I'm just showing you the box is so you know what it looks like, because there's a little interesting hack with these things. This is the clipper lid that came with it, that came on it. And also it has some different plates you can put in there, you know, some customization, not too much, but not only will the Gamma and Stylecraft Ergo plates fit this, but the X Ergo plates will fit it too. You just have to use different screws in the top part. So here's my Gamma X Ergo. And the reason I did this is because I love the way that this feels better than the way the Phantom or Ergo plates feel. It's got a little bit more of a curve there. It's just, it feels really, I don't know, it feels better to me. And I like the button better. It's got a bigger button. Now, with this one, you turn it on, it glows. Keep that in mind. Now here is the TPOB Phantom with my extra X Ergo lid put on it. Right there. Fits perfect. You just have to use bigger screws that come extra with the X Ergo for the top parts. The screws that come with the Phantom down here work, but you gotta use the bigger screws for the plate there. And as you can see, turns on fine. It just doesn't have the light there. The light on this is located down here, so whenever you charge it, you can see a little bit of a blue glow going through the plastic. But yeah, so right now I've got my strong X Ergo, and I guess kind of like a weak X Ergo, but don't let the weak thing fool you. It's actually a pretty good clipper. So let's go ahead and start off with our first topic, and that is power.
More power, rabbit!
So the power of the TPOB Phantom, it also works off a cordless magnetic motor that produces 10,000 RPMs. Now, it's not as powerful as this one. I think this right here is a 9-volt motor. This is a 5, I believe. But outside of removing bulk, it's just as good at fading. It's same ergonomics, same kind of movement in there. So if you're on a budget, I mean, we'll get to that part later. The price is the best part. But power, plenty of power. I would say if this is going to be your only clipper, maybe you need to look at something else first. But as far as getting your first kind of additional clipper, not your always clipper, but your and/or clipper, your fading clipper, check this one out. It is quite powerful and plenty of power to do what you need to do. So let's get into design on this thing. Like I said, same design. I don't know exactly how all this stuff works as far as the clipper companies. My guess is there's a company in China that mass produces them.
I love them. China.
and Gamma or Stylecraft has first rights to it. They put their stuff on there, and these other companies follow suit. Because I've seen a lot of copycat clippers, but let's be honest, it's the same clipper, same motor, just different stylings, different logos, stuff like that. But as you can see, same shape as the X-Ergo, or the Ergo, just with the X-Ergo plate on there. But it's no different from the Ergo. No different. Same thing. And since I haven't handled the regular Ergo, I don't know if it's maybe the difference between these two, but this plastic feels a little bit slippier. More.
True international average of pressure.
But this plastic feels a little bit more slippery. Could just be me. You guys know me. I like the rubber grips. And the thing that stinks is that there's hardly any rubber grips that fit this kind of clipper well. It's either too tight or too loose. Anyway, so design, I mean, once again, we'll talk about price, but design-wise, man, this is a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. It's up there. It's up there. So let's talk about that blade. So the blade that comes with this, and this is kind of where TPOB kind of steps up their game a little bit. The blade that came with my X-Ergo was the Gamma taper blade. The blade that comes with this one is the pissed off Barber's version of the Vapor blade, and it's called the XO blade. As you can see it right here, it has the same markings through there, same profile, same very thin cutting blade. Also does come with the clicks. You can take those on or off, and it gives you different options as far as the lever arm colors, but just green, black, or orange. But yeah, blade, I mean, they came through on the blade. So with this kind of blade, 10 out of 10. The Vapor blade is the best blade out there in my opinion, and it's the Vapor blade light. So win-win.
What time is it? Game time.
So performance. I'm shifting things around a little bit. Performance, we're going to talk about that first. Like I said, it's not going to go through much bulk. If you're going to be removing a lot of bulk, grab something else. This is going to take a while. But performance-wise, what I use these for getting into, already predetermined, pre-cut hair that needs to be faded together, it's great. It's exactly what I need it to be. So performance, I'd say 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10 if you're looking for bulk. Now this is the best part of this clipper, and that is the cost.
Because the way that my bank account is set up, the thing is, I got a checking in the savings, but all my money is in the savings. I don't think my card is gonna go through.
The X-Ergo costs, I think, $229. Sometimes you can find it as low as $209, but it's up there in cost. Even the regular Ergos, you're gonna find for, $120, $130, $140. They shift a whole lot. But guys, this clipper is like $80.
What?
This clipper is like $80.
Okay.
That's crazy. $80 for this thing. And Babyless, it was $80 and it came with a charging stand.
How dare you!
And that's kind of the thing that impresses me about TPOB, is that he seems like he understands people like the options, but people also want the budget. And since he's not a mainstay name yet, he's putting stuff out there that people, especially younger barbers or beginning barbers, could use. And I've just got to tip my hat to that kind of nature. That kind of mentality is just, that's what this community needs more of. And the fact that you can get a cordless clipper with, by the way, 2.5 hours of runtime, a cordless clipper with a charging stand with a great blade for $80. Guys, that's let's dial it up to 11. That's an 11 out of 10. It's amazing. So let's get to the overall thoughts. So my overall thoughts of this clipper is that because of the cost, because of the blade, and because of the fact that you have different options, you can customize this thing not just with the TPOB parts, but you can also use any of the X-Ergo plates, you can use any of the Ergo plates that Gamma and Stylecraft sell. They've got wood grain looking ones. I mean, Woodshed Barber, I might be doing that one. They got wood grain. They've got black, red, transparent green. They got tons of colors for it. And or if you have an Exergo like I do, you can put the Exergo plates on it here. I mean, so it's got so many options. So great blade, great options, decent power for what I'm going to be using this clipper for. And that kind of cost, guys, this is a 10 out of 10. So if you're a young starting barber and you're wanting to get your hands on something like this, because I've heard some guys complain that they're not into the way that these things handle. Well, I mean, everybody's got their preferences, but if you want to try it out without having to fork out a whole lot of dough, and you don't know anybody that has one of these, man, get the TPOB Phantom. I mean, like I said, this is what it originally comes in. It's got that little button there. It's a good looking clipper even without the Exergo lid on it, but he's doing a great job. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed. This has been a very fun venture for me. I've been out of, I guess, formal teaching for about 5 years, and so I'm loving getting back into this and doing this through a different means, which is YouTube. I've got some haircut tutorials that I've dropped recently, more to come. I think I'm starting to find my way through this YouTube thing, so I appreciate your support. So please like, please subscribe, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.